How long does it take for you to kind of shake off the sour taste in your mouth from the playoffs?
Yeah, this year was a little tough. I mean, it does. You know, do you guys have kids?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys would attest to it, right? You have a bad day and you get home, and there's really no time to sour on your day because your kids are, depending on their age, right? They're like right in your area, and you know, they don't care how bad your day was. They just want to be with dad or mom. So I think that helps quite a bit because you can kind of lean into them, which is really beneficial. I found at least having kids is that kind of gives you other things to focus on, and you kind of realize that, you know, it's the hockey is not the end all be all of your life. But this year was just tough because I felt like emotionally we put so much into the regular season. I mean, we played 22 games in 39 days to finish the season, which is insane. And then every single game from like game 50 was like a Stanley Cup playoff game for us, because it was like, oh, you win one, you're in playoffs. You lose one, you're 4 points out of playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally, I mean, you know, the way we did it was emotional too, right? Like we go into Philly on a back-to-back, they pull the goalie, Osh scores. You know, it's like the whole thing was like so exhausting. And then we finally get into playoffs, and then, you know, we get swept, and you're kind of like, wow, like all this work was great that we made it into playoffs. But, you know, to get swept that's the first time that I've ever been swept in my life. You know, and I've been on the other end of it. And that's, you know, obviously great, but yeah, it was tough. I'd say once I got down to Florida a couple weeks after, I think I was doing much better. But yeah, I think when I was, you know, around Arlington and didn't have much to do, it was strange not to be going into the rink. So.
We're joined by Nic Dowd from the Washington Capitals. They start their season Saturday night with the Devils in town at Capital One Arena. All right, so I have some housekeeping I need to take care of because we've got a lot of new faces here with the Capitals. So I need to know the new guy nicknames, and I need to lean on you for this intel, okay, Nick? So I'll just go rapid fire. You just give me these guys' nicknames.
I bet we can guess some of them.
We might.
By the way, does Nick go by Nicky or Dowder?
I think he's I think Dowder, right?
Yeah, I mean, I actually go by Judy, but
Judy.
Yeah, I know there's a story behind that, but Dowder works for all the new guys. Dowder works, but some of the old guys that I've been around, Judy is the other nickname. But
is that a middle name deal, or where do you get that from?
Yeah, we need an origin story now.
Yeah, it was my grandma. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, Judy was given, Obi gave me Judy about like 6-7 years ago now. We were playing soccer, and I thought before the game, I thought O was getting a little liberal in his rule following.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, and then I called him out on it, and then he yeah, exactly. He goes, "What do you judge Judy?" And
there you go. All right.
And then Braden Holtby got a hold of it. Tom Wilson got a hold of it, and it kind of snowballed. So.
Okay. All right. So it's stuck. Okay. Got it. All right. Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, so that's Doobie. Call him Doobie.
All right, so Doobie. I'm writing these down. Right. Doobie. Andrew Mangiapane. That's a mouthful.
Yeah. He's got a lot. His is interesting. So I've heard him go by, he can go by Mange.
Okay.
He can go by Mango.
Okay, that makes sense.
He can go by my favorite, which I stick with, is Magic, which I think is a cool one.
That's a good one.
And let's see. Sometimes I call him Killer because the guy likes to get into it a little bit out there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for him. I think I'll pay attention though. There might be a couple more.
Okay. Brandon Duhaime.
He's Dewey.
Okay,
so
Dewey.
you got to watch those, Dewey and Doobie.
All right.
Is he going to be on your line?
I hope so. The guy's an animal, so that'd be great. Okay. But as of now, we're together. So.
Taylor Radish.
Ratty.
Okay. Should have known that one. Jacob Chitrin.
Chick.
Chick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like to call him Chick Daddy sometimes because the guy's a beast.
Chick Daddy. Right.
By the way, I saw an article about Chick, about his diet. It's like all organic. Guy eats super clean, but this is where he lost me, Judy. This is where he lost me. He eats raw livers and hearts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't sign up for that.
Yeah, so it's like a cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's where you think he gets his special powers from.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is Verana, by the way? What's his nickname?
V.
He's just
Verana's
V.
V. All right, so Verana V. All right, I've got two more. Matt Roy. Matty?
Royzy.
Royzy, all right. And Logan Thompson, the new goalie.
Yeah, so he's either, I call him Tomer, but then a lot of guys call him LT.
LT or Tomer. Okay, we're
Is
good.
there
By the way,
anybody that goes
good.
by their actual name?
no.
I heard someone call someone by their first name the other day, and I was kind of like, who is that?
It's bizarre, right?
Yeah,
By
right.
the way,
Yeah.
you mentioned Vrana. What's it like having him back? Is it just like old friends? Like literally you just pick up right where you left off?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you basically, like, it's almost like you never left. Like, I know 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is, has gone by, and he's played for 2 different organizations or whatever. But yeah, it's just like you see him walking around the hall, and it's like, oh, what's up, man? What's up, V? And it's like it's like you right back to where he left off.